baby. Ooh,
Greetings from the grave.
baby.
I'm Zero Voorhees.
And I'm Jamie Myers. And this is Horror from the Grave on Psychopath TV. Astro Zombies presents.
And we represent.
We represent
Astro Zombies.
that AZ, not Arizona.
Yeah. Although Arizona's cool.
Yeah, Arizona is cool. It's hot,
It's hot,
but it's cool.
but it's cool. So anyway, back on Psychopath TV, Horror from the Grave, we're bringing something from the other Horror from the Grave, and that is the Fresh Fright 5. And in honor of 420, we're going to do the top 5 stoner kills in horror movies, and you guys are encouraged to get in the pit and put your top 5 horror stoner kills, even if they're the same as ours or different
Completely
from
different
ours.
from ours.
Put them in there because we want to know your Fresh Fright 5.
Put them in the pit. Put them in the MySpace. Put them in an email. We want to see them.
There you go. Put them in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh yeah.
See how that's called a segue.
That was good.
I learned that on Family Guy. So, you want to start? Or
Sure.
should I start?
I'll start.
He's going to start. Myers, top, Fresh Fright.
5.
Yeah.
5. Okay, number 5 for me would be in Devil's Rejects when old Charlie Boy and old Spaulding are all hanging out and they're doing coke. So he's like, "Don't be doing up all my cocaine."
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
They're in that hooker town.
yeah, but he's like, "Now you're my brother and I love you. But I love my cocaine the most." So he takes cocaine. So, you know, Spaulding, he whips out the old J. Dude starts hitting the J. And what happens in the middle of hitting the J? Turns around thinking it's going to be Charlie. And it's White L. Ready to
Wow.
whoop that ass. Old Y fucking Dell
Yep.
himself. Ready
The
to whoop.
defender of Elvis Aaron Presley.
Yeah. and he jacks him up, man. See, weed.
Shoots him right there.
Yep, shoots him right in the gut. See, weed just brings bad in these movies, man.
It does. It's the age-old... See, and that's why people wonder why they dog horror movies. Because every time you drink, sex, or do drugs, you're dead.
You're dead.
You
You're
think
toast.
that would be a deterrent.
Yep.
But they get all pissed. Anyway, number 4.
Number 4 would be the fire poker scene in Friday the 13th 3 with the wannabe Tommy Chong dude and his old lady.
That's the one.
And they, you know, they're getting ripped all the way there, man.
All the
they're
way
getting lit.
through it. They're smoking in every scene they're in.
They must have thought it was 420, even though it was really Friday the 13th, but they must have thought it was 420. Because they were
Busted by a
hitting it
week.
up big time. And yeah, she gets the old fire poker from Jason.
Like a hot knife through warm butter.
Yeah. All the way in and all the way out.
That's the way you got to do it with a poker.
And number 3 would be the Aren't You Gonna Be Late with Annie Brackett and Laurie Strode and Halloween 1.
The OG Halloween.
Yeah, they're all hitting the J, listening to Don't Fear the Reaper, and still a little bit from you, like you said, the radio's like trying to tell you what's behind you.
Yep.
If you just looked up in that mirror and took your eyes off that J, you would see death is right behind you.
Yep.
You know that guy you fucked with earlier on in the day walking home from school?
Right behind you.
That's your demise. And you don't even know because you're too busy puffing away.
Don't
And
fear
you
the
almost get
reaper.
caught by your dad.
Who's the sheriff?
Yeah, who's the sheriff? It's all bad.
Right.
And number 2 for me would be Demon
Yes.
from Friday the 13th 5.
This
You
is
guys
also on
remember
my
Demon?
list. Yeah.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. And he's hitting up the joint.
Yep. And then my head will be enchiladas.
Goddamn enchiladas. And he's in there, you know.
That Prince run to the bathroom.
Yeah, he's all doing the little Prince shimmy to the bathroom. And he's wearing full leather
Yep.
with the perm. Looks just like Prince. He's got the hanging 80s earring.
Yep.
I love Prince, so I don't think I'm dogging on Prince because that's my boy.
Yep.
But it's just so funny that from then, and you know, it just shows, again, like we say,
And
weed
then
brings
radical
bad.
impalement right in a horrible shit box,
Yeah,
as he called it.
and he gets it through the leather pants and the leg at first, and it comes out.
You can almost
It's
hear
right
the
through
price
chest.
register. Ching! You know,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
how expensive leather pants were in the 80s. Now it's
Oh, I know you can get them at Hot Topic for $8.95.
Yeah.
Buy one, get free.
yeah, exactly.
And you know that Demon's a stoner because when Pam and Reggie the Reckless are there, he's like, how about a piece of pizza? How about an enchilada? How about a bag of Funyuns? How about a this? How about a that? He's got like
Pork
so
rinds,
much food.
yeah.
It's like, you live in a van. It's like a goddamn RV.
Yep.
It's loaded up with food. He's got an enchilada. He's got all kinds of crazy shit in there.
That is a veteran stoner.
But obviously, I wouldn't want to eat those enchiladas.
No, not with that shit.
No. And number one would be Old Bud from Halloween 2, smoking a J in the employees' lounge, I'm assuming. Singing Amazing Grace, come sit on my face.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Please don't
man.
make me cry.
I need your pie. She's like,
and when I was roofing with my uncle, he said that it was like that back in the
I'm sure
70s. People he would go to Cleveland Brown football games because they lived in Cleveland, and people would just be puffing in the stands, and cops and security would be walking back and forth. No one cared. It was crazy. So that's just a little salute of how things used to be, where you could puff on
whatever you want.
Whatever in the hospital.
You know, back in the days, you caught for DWI, they just make you pour out the beer and they'd follow you home.
That's
to make sure you got home all right.
That's how they did it back then, but not anymore. So.
All right, Voorhees. It's your turn.
My 5. We will begin with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Now, all the weed references in this movie are pretty cool, but you got to remember the psychological impact. If you've ever been stoned and you see a chick in the back of your van lift her head up high and blow her brains out, and you got all this weed on you, and they were all freaking out, they were all stoned, but I guarantee they got sober. Right when that trigger went clink.
I don't care if it was Peruvian gold. You see someone blow their head off like this far away from you?
Yep. Sober.
It's gone.
Yep.
You just wasted all that money for
quicker
nothing.
than coffee.
Yeah.
And of course, when Arlie Ermy was searching the van, and he pulls just this little pinner of a roach and turns it into a Miami Vice federal case and makes him get on the ground. Of course, he was psychotic, but, you know, are you girls doing drugs? You know, it's just all psycho. So that's number 5. Number 4, we got his number 1, which is The Amazing Grace, so we touched on that. My number 3 is The Damon, which we've done that one too. It's just a great, ooh baby. So, number 2 would be the Fear the Reaper, when they're in the car and they're passing it and Myers is behind them and everything like that. So, like, damn, it's pretty much the same as Myers' list. Well, here's my number 1.
This is where it gets...
The ultimate stoner kill with the joint in hand as he dies goes to old Teddy Bear from Friday the 13th, the final chapter, when they're watching the reel-to-reel porn and everyone's, you know, left him by himself.
And he's just sitting there...
He's just hitting the J, like hitting the J,
He's got the giggles, probably the munchies.
He's got the
Chinese eyes,
yeah,
man. He's got it going.
Oh. And he goes up, "Wanna get hair back," and then the projector gets cut, turns around, ka-taw! Right through the screen, back of the skull, slides down, joint still in his hand.
Rips the old vintage screen all the way down with the big old blood trail. It's awesome. I love it. It's a good scene.
So there it is, our Fresh Fright 5! So now we want to know your top 5 stoner kills. And ours pretty much were the same, but we got pretty much the same taste on horror. So
yes, we do. And
that's what makes us the dynamic duo that we are today.
I wanted to touch base on... There was a G4 show that aired the other night, and I know you don't have cable at the moment, but G4 is that gamer show, and I'm sure you guys have it. But they did an exclusive set interview with Rob Zombie. I forgot about that, on Halloween. And they asked him all this stuff. And yeah, I know that if some of you people saw it, or if you didn't see, you know, it's probably on YouTube, or they'll play another rerun. I saw it this morning at work because I missed it on Sunday. But I saw it this morning, and they asked him a lot of questions.
Maybe on the G4 website.
Yeah, maybe. It's, you know, it's they go back and forth between like him and then these underground, up-and-coming movie producers that are doing stuff like all ghetto. They don't even get permits or anything. They just go and they film and they put out a bunch of movies and stuff. So they're going back and forth between them and Rob. And you know, Rob says some stuff and it kind of sounds asshole-ish, but you got to remember, this dude knows what works, man. He really does know what works, and like
he's got the numbers to back it up. So.
Yeah, he gets them asses in them theaters.
That's it. He gets asses in the seat, popcorns in the laps,
drinks in the holder.
So yeah.
Yeah, and it's definitely it's a good little deal that they have. But yeah, I could see how some people could think he's asshole-ish, but he's really not. Like there's one part when he says, I hate when people say it can't be done. He said, I fire those people right away because it can be done and it's going to be done.
There you go.
That someone with his record can demand something like that. And he's Zero Voorhees.
Jamie Myers.
We'll see you guys.